welcome to the show. Well, you can't open a paper these days without reading about Booze Britain, downing pints, eating kebabs and having to be carried home at the end of the night. Well, the women on today's show are no strangers to that behaviour. Diane says she's driven to despair by daughters Rhiannon, Sian and their friend Kaylee. Their binge-drinking lifestyle sees them downing shots, dancing in their bras and rolling in at 6 a.m. weekends. Well, today they're here to take a course at my very own finishing school, and I've drafted in a crack team of etiquette and style specialists to help. But will they be able to transform these women from shot-downing ladettes to refined young ladies? Well, let's find out from our first etiquette expert, Diana. Now, Diana, you can't open the papers without seeing a celebrity falling out of a car with hardly any clothes on. So take a look at this photo. So, your comments?
Not good. That is definitely not the way to get out of a car.
But what example do you think, when we see pictures like that, what example does it set to young women?
Unfortunately, I grew up in the age of feminism.
Right.
And what we wanted was equality. But
Yeah.
what it seems to be happening is that we, as women, are going down to the worst behaviour of men. Now, why? I mean, we are superior anyway, aren't we? So why on earth are we going down to their level? It shows a complete lack of respect for yourself and other women, I'm afraid.
Thank you very much, Diana.
Thank you.
Well, my next guest is a style and etiquette guru who has even taught a member of royalty how to get out of a Jeep without showing their crown jewels. Let's welcome Ian.
Hiya.
You are wearing high heels?
Yeah.
And the point of this is...
To prove a point, there is not one woman out here that cannot walk in heels and look better in heels than they do in trainers.
I can't.
You can. Trust me. Work with me. It's easy.
So you're telling me that young women, that women need to be wearing high heels to look good when we go out?
It helps. It's basically because it elongates the tendons, it makes your calves look stronger, it makes your legs look better. Every woman out there, their legs look better in heels than they do in flat shoes.
And what about women who wear track pants all the time?
It's like anything else. There's a time and a place. You know, we all like slob out days where we just want to get out of bed and hit the couch and maybe watch a bit of Trisha. Yeah.
Nobody wears high heels.
Yeah.
So you're saying not to go out in?
Not to go out. Leave the sportswear for the sports hall. You know, there are options. There's comfortable clothing out there that can still look good. And if you look good, you feel good. OK,
well, I'll ask you to totter to your seat. Thank you, Ian. Well, my next specialist believes that with the right training, any woman can learn to act like a lady. So let's welcome Liz.
Not getting here that time.
Now, Liz, language. Let's talk language. I'd like you to have a look at this.
OK.
You're lying. You're nothing but a fat.
Why did you find me out?
That's why.
Yeah,
there's
why?
no tension in my house.
What do you think of that kind of language?
Demoralising. Absolutely demoralising. It's sad to see women who could actually present themselves in a more attractive way. When they speak like that, they look ugly.
Ugly language, you look ugly.
You look ugly.
Yeah. And what about manners? What are your views on manners?
Manners, well, manners make of man and woman. Manners is to do with, in actual fact, making people feel comfortable and not causing offence. I mean, there's nobody up there saying to us guys down here, you have to do things in a certain way.
But do you think that kind of behaviour shows a lack of self-confidence?
That shows no sense of values. That shows they're frightened of actually being able to have a normal conversation to get their point. Once you start shouting and using swear words, you've lost the argument.
Right.
You've lost the point. What one has to try and do is to teach these girls not just a sense of values, but putting a value on themselves.
OK.
Getting
Treating themselves with some respect.
Some respect, and also getting them to have self-esteem. Girls that behave like that actually have no self-esteem and no sense of values.
OK, thank you very much, Liz. Watch the step there. Says her daughters Rhiannon and Sian and their friend Kaylee worry her with their binge drinking over-the-top behaviour. But are the girls ready to take our experts' advice? Well, the trio start their course at my finishing school after the break. But first, have a look at this.
Getting out of a car, especially a taxi as high as this one, can be quite difficult if you're going to maintain your dignity, especially if you've got a skirt with a slit in it, or perhaps the skirt is very short. To find out how you do it, keep watching.
Right, better get the washing up. Okay. I'll keep the sofa warm.
When I was younger, I wasn't interested in food at all. I was interested in eating food, very interested in that. The secret to producing the best food is using the right ingredients. Like this chicken, came in fresh this morning. Well, this is what it's all about, preparing a fresh chicken by hand. Yeah, it's a lot of effort, but if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. I guess you could say I've learned a lot working here. KFC, fresh, on-the-bone chicken, every store, every day.
Every week, there are hundreds of new offers at Summerfield. Half price on Cathedral City mature cheddar is just one of them. For fresh offers this Easter, pop into Summerfield.
The thing about accidents is that you never see them coming. One minute you're enjoying your life, then when you least expect it, you get injured. And when that happens, everything grinds to a halt. Your whole life is put on hold. But you don't have to be a victim of circumstance, and you shouldn't feel guilty. What you should do is call Injury Lawyers for You on 0845 345 4444. They're real lawyers, and they will get you 100% of the compensation you deserve. That's what they do. That's all they do. So call Injury Lawyers for You on 0845 345 4444, and we'll get your life going again. Injury Lawyers for You. 100% lawyers, 100% compensation.
Because we take in only 20% of the information we see, our brains simply make up the rest. Sometimes they get it wrong. Tests prove that 96% of us think smaller objects take longer to reach us than bigger ones. Give motorcyclists a second thought.
If you have a repeat prescription, Lloyd's Pharmacy could make your life a lot easier. We'll contact your GP every time your prescription is due, and we'll have it ready for you when you need it. We'll also invite you for a regular review of your medicines to make sure you're getting the best from whatever you're taking. It's all completely free, and it all starts with just one visit to your local Lloyd's Pharmacy. Lloyd's Pharmacy, healthcare for life.
What sort of world can I expect? Will I go to bed at night feeling full or hungry? Will the water I drink refresh me or kill me? Will I ever see my 5th birthday?
Just because children are born into poverty doesn't mean they have to live their lives that way. Sponsor a child with World Vision, and for 60p a day, you will help them change their world for good. Please call World Vision today on 0800 50 1010.
Aer Lingus are now flying low-cost direct from Gatwick to Europe, with lots of new destinations, like Nice from $9.99, Vienna from $9.99, Zurich from $9.99, and Munich also from just $9.99 one-way, including taxes and charges. That's less than half the price of EasyJet. Book online now at airlingus.com.
His name is Day Bin Attain. His condition shocked the world. Now governments and experts will fight to be the first to cure him.
Surgery does not eradicate the wart infection. In other words, the warts come back.
Tree Man, The Cure, Wednesday at 9 on 5.
Hurry up! Trisha's back on! Come in!
So what is the elegant way to get out of a cab? The main thing is to keep the knees together. You then swing your legs round, keeping knees and ankles together, and you step off and just walk away.
Welcome back to a very special show. Now, in the audience, we have a trio of etiquette experts who we're about to give the task of putting a few misbehaving women through their paces. Now, Diane says she sometimes despairs at her daughters Rhiannon and Sian and their friend Kaylee and their binge drinking behaviour. So let's welcome Diane. So, Diane, what are your daughters, Rhiannon and Sian, your daughters, aren't they? What do they get up to when they go out?
They drink far, far too much. Like all young girls who like to go out and party. They make, I suppose, fools of themselves a little bit, you know.
By doing what sort of things?
They will dance on tables, dance around bowls.
What do you think of what they wear when they go out?
I'd like them to cover up a little bit more.
What do you mean? Quite skimpy, short skirts we're talking about?
Yes, very skimpy, very short.
Right. Now, do you try and give them some advice?
I just ask them to put a coat on, yeah.
What was it like when you were at their age? Did you do the same thing? Come on, be honest, did you?
No. Well, yeah, I did go out.
Yeah.
But we went out to have fun and a dance.
Right.
But the young generation now go out just to get drunk.
Ah, then that's a big difference.
That's, I mean, if we got drunk in the process, then sometimes it was a bonus, sometimes it wasn't. But
and what time do they get in the morning?
Oh, again, that depends on where they go and what they're doing.
But it can be pretty late.
It can be anywhere between 1 and 5 o'clock in the morning.
OK, so you're saying wear a bit more?
Yes, wear a bit more. Try not to drink as much, you know. You have a good drink, you know, get drunk, but don't get absolutely blotto and out of it.
Yeah, a bit more ladylike.
A bit more ladylike, yes, you know, learn a little bit more decorum.
All right, well, let's meet Rhiannon first. Come on in, Rhiannon.
Hey, baby. Your irresistible.
So, Rhiannon, what do you like doing on a night out? What's your ideal night out?
It's just really going out with all my girl mates and
When do you start drinking then? When do the drinkies come out?
Or at home. We get like half drunk at home, then we go out, go and drink our vodkas and our shots.
What about dancing?
Oh yeah, you got to go out and have a dance.
Where do you dance?
Just anywhere really, anywhere that's like if there's good music playing.
Yeah.
You just get up and dance.
But what's your most embarrassing memory?
I don't know really. It was there's a club where I live and it's got a pole, so sort of getting up on that really.
Have you ever taken any of your clothes off?
I took off my top once. So
do you ever wish you hadn't have done it?
Yeah, definitely. When I was looking back on it, I was just like, oh, why did I do that?
And what about the young men?
It's always a bonus, isn't it?
What, pulling a bloke?
Yeah, definitely.
And what about the walk of shame? Have you done that a few times first thing in the morning when you're still wearing the clothes from the night before?
Yeah, having to walk through the village town's a bit embarrassing sometimes in the morning as short skirt. And...
Well, you know about this, do you?
Yes.
Do you get told about it?
It's such a small village. It's hard not to know.
All right, now you've got a friend who you go out with, Kaylee.
Yeah.
So let's meet her. Come on in, Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee.
Move a bit closer to you.
So what's your ideal night out?
Oh, just having a laugh, just getting drunk and everybody just having a ball. Yeah. That's all it's about, is just having a laugh, isn't it?
Big embarrassing moments?
Oh, I've never actually done anything embarrassing. I'm not that much of a clothes off and think about I tied a lad to a lamppost once, like, but because he deserved it. But
what did you do?
Tied a lad to a lamppost.
Tied a guy to a lamppost?
Yeah. Do you know, it's just like random things like that when you're out and getting drunk and...
And do you have drinks before you go out?
Oh, drinks. I think I have too much.
Any times you've forgotten what happened the night before?
Yeah, getting flashbacks.
And how much do you spend, though? How much does it cost, all these shots and what have you? Or...
Do you know what? You take, like... I take £20 out of me at the most.
Right.
And I end up coming in with £10.
So do you get the guys to buy you drinks?
I don't know what it is. I just... you just take a drink off anyone. It's free, isn't it? You might as well drink it.
Have you ever come home in a shopping trolley or anything like that, or done the walk of shame?
I think I've done all of it.
And what, have you ever lost a handbag or a coat or anything like that?
I didn't take a handbag out of me. I just...
Where do you put your money then?
My bra.
In your bra? What about your lipstick?
Lipstick, money, that's all I take out of me. That's all you need as a girl, isn't it?
Yeah, so do you ever get guys looking at your chest funny?
No, it's not. It's discreet with padded bra on and stuff, Trisha.
Oh, you're giving the secrets away now. We're about to meet Rhiannon's sister, so come on in, Sean. So, can I see the back of your dress? Oh, very nice. So is this what you'd wear typically on a night out?
Yeah, usually.
That's not so bad, Diane, is it?
No, that's a lot better than it used to be.
Oh, what, less?
Oh, it was much less.
What happens if you go out and you don't drink?
You don't go out to drink.
You don't go out not to drink.
Do you not?
No.
But when do you drink? Are you talking 1 or 2 drinks, or is it to get drunk?
To get drunk.
To get drunk?
Yeah.
And the guys? What happens with the guys?
Whatever happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Did you not... Have you never taken your top off or anything like that?
Yeah.
Well, you knew about this, right? Yeah, you heard about that one too. Well, what made you do that?
Alcohol, I suppose.
So what if somebody suggested to you, you go out and not drink?
I wouldn't bother.
You wouldn't bother?
No.
Hey?
No. Why would you go out if you're not going to drink?
Can't you
don't do it.
Sorry?
You can't go out and not drink.
Do you think your mum understands how things are today?
Well, she's no angel herself, so...
What do you mean? Why? Has she ever gone out and got drunk?
She loves to drink
sometimes.
Oh, but does she get drunk as well, or do you not drink?
Not as bad. She does get tipsy, like, but not in the States.
I always remember what I've done and where I've been.
Ah, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody all the way down here. Yes, stand up for me. Thank
All I want to say is, we've all been kicked out. Well, us lot have. I think you just need to appreciate your parents a bit more and not go out and get drunk.
Have you never done that?
Well, yeah, but
have you never been out on the Raz?
Yeah, I have, but that was like, I was young. I'm 15 when I got kicked out. I'm 20 now, so we appreciate our parents a little bit more when we got kicked out, so we stand on your own 2 feet and not spend as much money.
I was 17 when I left home, and I haven't been home since, so...
You were what? You were 17?
Yeah, I left home when I was nearly 17.
So, do you think that are you going through your youth, if you like, a little bit later?
Yeah, because I didn't go out that much when I used to go to people's houses when I was younger, but I didn't go out.
Yeah.
So now I go out rather than sit in.
And what about house parties? Do you go to house parties, you three?
Oh, we love a house party. It's not a house party, it's a week party.
Yes, sir. Stand up for me.
Basically, aren't you just putting yourselves about by going out and getting drunk and just finding any bloke who you can find?
Not really, no.
But stand up for me. If you were out and these 3 pretty girls came up to you and flirted with you, wouldn't you be flattered?
No.
You wouldn't buy them a drink?
We don't go out to put ourselves about. We go to have a good time and just get drunk and have a laugh, have a dance, maybe on a table.
You're just making fools of yourselves.
No, we're not.
Of course you are.
But when they're drunk? Yeah. OK, but they're saying they're not promiscuous, they're just having fun and being young. Walk of shame as well. Yes.
I think you need to respect your parents, but good for you, girls. You go and enjoy yourself.
Fair play, girls. Go for it.
Now we're hearing it. Yes, what are you going to say?
I think you need to learn how to like have a laugh without a drink, because you can have a laugh without a drink.
Can you go out and not drink and still have fun?
Of course I can. I know how to have a laugh without a drink.
Okay. Can you girls? Yeah, you need
dance the tables. Yeah.
Come on, stand up, girls. And what's the worst thing you've ever done?
Probably the same as him. Dance on tables.
Ever taken your top off?
Yeah, fell out of the taxi.
Yeah. With your knees together?
No, probably not.
And what's the worst thing you've ever done?
Oh, it's too bad to tell you.
Go on, come on. You want to find out, don't you? Yeah. What sorts of things have you done under the influence?
Thrown up in the middle of the street, legs spread everywhere.
Yeah, come on, you know I'm coming to you. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Probably the walk of shame.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Morning after the night before. OK. Oh, yes, somebody else here? Yeah.
We all go out, and I understand what you're saying, but my friend, she drives, so she can't go out, so she doesn't drink. We don't always drink, and you can have a good time. I think you need to understand that you can do that as well, because otherwise you're just going to be getting time, and you just... Yeah, it's not... I understand where you come from. That's what this generation is. That's what I want to do when I go out. But... Yeah, but don't you feel like next day when you think, look, don't you feel like, what did I do last night? What a div? Do you know what I mean?
Just get on with it, don't you?
Yeah, but doesn't it make you think, I don't want to drink as much?
No.
It doesn't put them off?
No, I think that's disrespectful of yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yes. Trish, what I want to ask is, they spend this money, where do you get the money from? Because are you girls working?
No.
No, so where do you get the money from?
I work.
You work?
Yeah.
So you work, and the other two?
I do part-time stuff.
So you do actually have a job?
Yeah.
And what about you, Sean? Do you have a job? Or?
Sean?
Yeah, I work, yeah.
So she's a hairdresser?
So you actually all pay for your own drinks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it ever occur to you that the reason that you feel that you can't go out without getting drunk is because you're frightened of showing your own personality, and the only way you get attention is by getting drunk, so you lose your inhibitions and you behave in a way which you normally wouldn't, which is totally and utterly vulgar.
Liz, have you ever got drunk?
Many times, but I don't lose the plot. And you know, having watched these girls many times, I am so sad, because in actual fact, these three girls, they're actually beautifully presented. I think they're quite nice girls.
All right, what did you want?
But I'm so sad to hear that you cannot go out, you couldn't go out if you weren't going to have a
Ian,
drink.
in your high heels, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I mean, yeah, look at them. I mean, they're beautiful girls. You know, you must have... you are. You know, you look fantastic, hair great, makeup great, clothes great. Yeah, and going out now, I don't think there's a guy in this audience that wouldn't stand in a bar and look and think, wow. But would they kind of think the same at 2 o'clock in the morning when, like that advert, there's the bits of sick in the hair and the red wine down the front? You know, why spend the time to look that amazing to then go and blow it by going over the top on the drinking?
Diana,
have a few.
I was just going to say, are you not worried about what effect it's going to have in another 10 years' time? You are going to look way older than your years. You cannot go on binge drinking.
Do you think you'll calm down by then?
Yeah, because it's
get a bit
so
older.
bad for your system, never mind your reputation.
Okay. I've got to be honest. When I was, how old are you? 20? Oh no, I was about 24, 25, and I was in the Middle East as a stewardess. We once had a 3-day party non-stop, and I've still got the photos. And I stopped drinking. It was so bad, I haven't drunk spirits since. So I think somewhere along the line you get a wake-up call, as you say, and then you... Well, you are going to go off to our etiquette school with Liz and Diana, and we'll see what young ladies are brought back at the end of the show. This is going to be an interesting one. I think you've got your work cut out.
I think so, definitely.
Have fun. I'll send you off through that door with the girls. best friend Laura likes nothing more than downing pints in the pub and is such a slob she doesn't even bother to change out of her pyjama bottoms to take her kids to school. So, can etiquette expert Ian transform her from a lager drinking lout to a lady? Now here's what Ian believes.
Making a great first impression is of the utmost importance. So, how do you make an impact when you first enter a room and make yourself look instantly slimmer? Well, I'll tell you the secret next.
Cheese on toast?
Yeah, sounds great.
Easter school holidays at Haven start from just £50 per person. So call now or visit haven.com. Haven, life's more fun when you play together.
Barry Manilow, the greatest songs of the 80s. 12 timeless songs from everyone's favourite decade. Plus 2 amazing bonus tracks.
Have I told you lately that I love you?
Barry Manilow, the perfect gift for Mother's Day.
If you've had an accident in the last 3 years that wasn't your fault, call Claims Direct on 0800 884 0005. If you've had a traffic accident or a work injury, our solicitors will give you simple accident injury advice and could get you the compensation and treatment you need. Call now on 0800 884 0005 because with Claims Direct, you keep 100% of your compensation and, win or lose, we'll make sure it won't cost you a penny. Please call Claims Direct today on 0800 884 0005.
If you have debt from credit cards, overdrafts and loans, every day means more final demands, more threats from lenders to pay up, and the interest just keeps mounting. What you need are the 5 steps to solve your debt from the Debt People. Step 1, pick up the phone, call the number below and speak to one of our debt advisors right now. Step 2, we'll give you free impartial debt advice and work out an affordable monthly repayment plan for you. Step 3, we'll then negotiate with your creditors to accept the plan and they'll stop hassling you. Step 4, you agree to make lower monthly repayments and the rest is written off. Step 5, after you've completed the plan, you'll be debt-free. Follow these 5 steps to solve your debt, and using government legislation, we could freeze the interest. Remember, our debt advice is free, so call 0800 037 1287 or apply online today at thedebtpeople.tv. Call 0800 037 1287. The Debt People, helping solve your debt.
Every week there are hundreds of new offers at Summerfield. Half price on our cooked ham is just one of them. For fresh offers this Easter, pop into Summerfield.
Starting this weekend, the Daily Mirror and Sunday Mirror are offering 25 packets of vegetable and flower seeds at Summerfield. Absolutely free. Blooming lovely.
Where can you find an investment that gives you the chance every month to win £1 million without risking your capital?
Where can 23 million premium bondholders check their prices online 24/7?
Who do 27 million people trust with their savings? That's almost half the population of the UK.
Where can you get all that? Only NS&I.
For more information or to invest, go online to nsandi.com.
Cheese on toast.
Now, the way to make a first great impression is really simple. As you enter a room, stand tall. Imagine that you're wearing a cloak and somebody behind you is pulling it back. It will pull your shoulders back, your boobs up, and it will instantly make you drop a dress size. Just hold it for 3 seconds, survey the room, and everyone in there will feel that you are confident and ready to party.
Hi, welcome back. Now, Sarah reckons best friend Leanne is so slobby that she doesn't even bother to change out of her pyjama bottoms to take her kids to school. Let's hear more from Sarah. So, Sarah, what is it that Leanne does?
She gets up in the morning, takes her children to school with all pyjamas on. She just pop a coat on her top half and pop some huggy boots on her bottom half.
Oh, my gosh.
She may even pick them up in the same clothes.
What, at the end of the day?
Yeah.
So she's been in her gym jams the whole day?
Well, she only took her pyjamas off at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Ah! And what about what she wears apart from pyjama bottoms? Does she ever wear skirts or shoes?
No, never.
No?
Jeans and boots.
And the high heels? You're talking about high heel boots?
Maybe with a small heel on, but not really a heel.
And what about if you go out then? What does she wear when you go out?
Jeans and boots.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to get her to
She's
change?
tried, she's got them out, laid them on the bed kind of thing, and then put them on, and I say, God, you look really nice. She's like, oh, I hate it. Off they come, back on comes the jeans and boots.
Back to plan A. And what about her, how can I say this, bodily functions when you're out? I mean, is she a hiccuper or a burper or a, you know, what
yeah, anything goes. If she's got any...
wind?
Yeah, anything. If anything goes.
Not out loud and
proud. If you need
proud.
to go to the toilet, you just find somewhere a little bit discreet.
What? When you're out?
Yeah.
What's the worst you've done when you and her have been out on the sauce? What have you done?
The worst thing that sticks in my mind, that was quite funny, she got her mumsy lady buckets out to the thongy song on a stage.
What, big old mum knickers?
Big old mumsy knickers and give it a wiggle on the stage.
And what is this about wee competitions? I don't...
That was the two of us. I did actually join into that.
What was it? I don't get it.
There's an alley. When we come home from a certain nightclub, there's a big alley and stay in the alley. Just kind of, you know, I'm winning.
Oh, boy. Now, when's the last time you saw Leanne in a skirt or anything?
I've never seen Leanne in a skirt.
Ever?
No.
And what about her mouth? Is she good with the language, or she doesn't swear or anything like that?
No, kind of, when Leanne speaks, she kind of goes, and if it's OK, you exhale.
Why? A few choice words come out of her mouth now and again?
Leanne says what she wants, to who she wants, when she wants.
Right. So, if you could give her a makeover, what would you change about her?
I'd like to get Leanne to wear... I eat skirts and shoes, and I wanted to see what other people see, that she looks nice. I wanted to feel confident about the way she looks.
You don't think she makes the most of herself?
She doesn't make the most of herself, but it's lack of confidence that stops her doing that.
OK, so it's going to be interesting to meet her and see what she is wearing. Please welcome Leanne. Oh, Leanne, you don't really do the school run in your gym jams, do you?
I do, honestly, I do.
Why?
Because it's comfortable, why not?
These are gym jam bottoms?
Yes.
Well, can't track pants be comfortable?
I do wear tracksuit bottoms, but...
And
I'm
heels?
only going to the school. Oh, no, not really.
Never? Skirt?
Not really. Very rarely.
When's the last time you wore a skirt?
Years ago. Last time I wore a dress at my wedding.
How long ago was that?
9 years.
And what? You don't like your legs, or what? What is it? Why don't you wear skirts?
She's got great legs. She's got great legs. She's got nice slim legs.
I'm not going to ask you to show us them, because it means you're showing your big mummy's knickers again. We heard about that one a minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the wee competitions, we know about that too.
Yeah, she does it too.
I did join in.
Yeah, you've got to have two to race. That's it, how nice. But what is wrong with your legs? You don't like showing them, or?
I don't know. I prefer jeans, comfortable.
Right. And what about you when you're getting ready to go out? What's the big preparation? What do you do? Makeup, hair?
Yeah, I do my makeup, do my hair.
I don't know what she does her hair for, because she puts it back in the scrunchie as soon as we get out.
Yeah, I put it, halfway through the club, I'd put it up.
And you're back to square one?
Back to square one.
So tell me, what's in your wardrobe? What kind of things do you own? How many pairs of trainers you got?
About 20 pairs.
And track pants?
About 10 tracksuits and about 30 pairs of tracksuit bottoms.
Anything else?
About 30 pairs of jeans.
Anything else? That's it?
Maybe 2 skirts, but they don't come out ever.
So what would you do if you had to go to a funeral or something like that?
I bought a skirt for a funeral.
Oh, there you go.
But I never wore it.
What did you wear? Not black jogging bottoms?
Black trousers. Oh, no, if I have to do anything like that, then, yeah, I do dress respectful, obviously.
So what's your most embarrassing moment on a night out, then? Apart from the weeing
The thong song. Pulling out me knickers.
So why did you do it?
Because I was drunk and it was funny.
Ah, it's the drink, is it?
Partly, but yeah, I did it for a laugh as well.
No, Sarah's saying that you should have, what, more confidence in herself, did you say? Or do you have a lot of confidence in yourself?
Yes and no. I have a lot of confidence with my mouth.
Yeah.
But the rest of me I'm not too sure about.
Do you think you look good? Do you think you've got a good figure?
I think I'm stunning.
Yes, stand up for me.
Hiya. Is it Leanne?
It is.
I think you're great. Absolutely great.
Would you go out in your jammies?
I would. I do it.
Oh, do you?
If I don't get up in time, I'll go round the school in my pyjamas. Yes, I do. She's got her own identity. Because she doesn't fit into the social mould, it doesn't make her like an outcast. Good for her for having her own identity.
Thank you.
I think so.
I admire her.
Would you go out in your pyjamas?
Well, I do sometimes to go to get an ice cream off the ice cream fan when he pulls up. I do, Trish.
Thank you. Do you go out in your pyjamas?
Yeah, but I only go to, like, the dustbin or something. But don't you get embarrassed, like, when you're taking your kids to school and you, like, get all, the women are, like, all poshly dressed up and you're, like, standing there in your pyjamas?
You don't get embarrassed?
No.
Oh, OK, yes.
Do you know what I say? Good on you. I'm still in maternity trousers and I absolutely love them. I go to Asda, it's like a half-hour walk from my house in my PJs and a dressing gown and slippers.
What?
I love it. I tell you, the comfier you are, the better it feels.
Ian, you're going to have your work cut out for you. How many people here have actually gone out of their homes, left the house, wearing either their nightie or their pyjamas? Ah, look at this. Oh, and you? Yeah. Except, I tell you what, I was giving my boyfriend a lift to work, this is years ago, and I was wearing my Winciette nightie, actually, no underwear. Winciette, you remember Winciette? And my fluffy slippers, and the car broke down. And it was winter, and I had to walk about 400 yards to the petrol station, and all the lorry drivers in Dover were all shouting at me, and I've never been so ashamed in my whole life. It was the first and last time I ever did it. Yeah, so I've done it. Cool, another nightie wearer, is it?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wearing jogging bottoms, nighties, anything. I go down to Asda's in just a dressing gown after I've got out the shower, take my mate to the bus
hang
stop.
on, you've got something underneath the
No,
dressing gown.
nothing under it at all.
Hey!
Completely starkers in a dressing gown and slippers.
Should you go to your supermarket?
Asda's late at night.
Hang on, what with all the titterfallarts and all that happening underneath the dressing gown?
Yeah, underneath it, I've got it done up. The bus stop wearing nothing but a dressing gown. I'm like,
what happens if the cord comes undone?
well, you get a flash, don't you?
Can I ask why?
Comfortable, just can't be bothered to get dressed or whatever, just go out.
Blimey, Leanne, you're overdressed, girl.
I know, I have.
Thank you. Woo! I tell you now, there's a certain supermarket, when I walk round now, I'm going to have a really close look, because according to you, 99% of the customers in there are either starkers with an old dressing gown over or wearing their PJs. So, you heard how Sarah would like to see you. Can you ever imagine you sort of dressed, for instance, in a skirt with heels? Can you walk in heels, Leanne? Yeah. You can? Yeah. When's the last time you actually wore them?
Years.
1 year, 2
I love my boots.
5 years, 10 years?
I've worn boots with little heels, but not heel heels.
You can wear heel.
No,
Have you ever worn heel heels?
Well, I was about 16.
Oh, well, let me introduce you to someone who wore heel heels not that long ago. This is Ian.
Hi, Leanne.
So, Ian, what do you think? There's a whole load of people here PJ wearing, but what could you do with Leanne?
Well,
I'll get you to stand.
to be honest, a lot of it is a confidence thing. A lot of it is a time thing. When you've got kids to look after and you've got to get them to school and you get into that rut of not going out because you've got to be in for the kids, so you lose the kind of... you know, it's that whole kind of... You lose the social side so much, so your confidence tends to go and you just go with, oh, well, it's comfortable and I'm all right.
Yeah.
And your friends aren't going to turn around and go, right, come on, make an effort.
But you will?
Yeah, I will, because it's not... You know, I'm not saying... Every time you go to school, you've got to be in 6-inch heels and a little fitted suit and stuff.
Well,
but it's just
Beckham
if she's got... Well, yes. That's a whole different story. But no, I mean, if, you know, just for those odd occasions where she's going to go somewhere special, rather than lay things out and go, oh, I can't do it, just give her a few tips to go, right, I can do it. So when she's invited out, she's ready and she's good to go.
So you're going to go and do some work with Leanne, and when we catch up with you next, we're going to see a whole new Leanne.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good to go. Come on. Come on, babe. Let's go do it.
You want to go along with it? Now, remember, earlier on in the show, we met Rhiannon, Sian and Kaylee. Well, they've been attending our finishing school. So have they gone from geezer birds to gracious girls? Well, before we find out, have a look at this.
What do you do if you find you've got no room in your handbag for makeup? All you've got is room for some lip gloss. Well, I'm going to show you how you can transform your appearance. Find out next.
Can I go on the PlayStation?
Not now, love. Trisha's on.
Oh, Mum!
Got my hair, got my head, got my brains, got my ears, got my eyes, got my nose, got my mouth, I got my smile, I got my arms, got my hands, got my fingers, got
Forget fad diets. Fat-free Muller Light made with real fruit and as much calcium as a glass of milk means you can eat happily ever after.
You got wires.
Probably second to thinking that he might die, not being able to pick him up was the hardest thing.
You got wires.
And then they tell you, you know, if he gets a cold this winter, we could lose him.
Great Ormond Street Hospital gives hope to seriously ill children in the UK by pioneering breakthrough treatments for dozens of life-threatening conditions. Please call 0800 44 42 30 and give just £3 a month. Your support can help to give more children the chance to survive.
She said it's not his heart, it's something that can be fixed. You know, there is hope.
Please help give sick children a fighting chance by giving just £3 a month.
We think it's a miracle what they've done here.
Call 0800 44 42 30 or go online now.
Getting 13-year-olds to talk about human rights isn't easy. Sometimes you have to think on your feet.
Can I have that phone, please? Wicked phone. Hands up if you have a mobile. Do you realise how privileged you are? What do you see?
Prisoner.
A prisoner, good. What could be happening?
Young children forced to work.
It makes me feel bad because, like, I take granted for the things that I've got.
I love your honesty because you're not the only one. We all do.
Turn your talent to teaching. Visit teach.gov.uk.
Up to 12 times more impact in a single glance.
The all-new Extra Volume Collagen Mascara from L'Oreal.
Watch this.
The Hydra Collagen Enriched formula creates breathtaking volume. A supersized brush that's 2 times bigger to build volume fast.
The result? Up to 12 times more lash impact with virtually no clumps.
Make eye impact from near or far. New Extra Volume Collagen Mascara from L'Oreal Paris.
All eyes on you, because you're worth it.
Please help Great Ormond Street Hospital give hope to seriously ill children. Call 0800 44 42 30 or go online now.
Every week, there are hundreds of new offers at Summerfield. Half price on our best ever beef roasting joint is just one of them. For fresh offers this Easter, pop into Summerfield.
The thing about accidents is that you never see them coming. One minute you're enjoying your life, then when you least expect it, you get injured. And when that happens, everything grinds to a halt. Your whole life is put on hold. But you don't have to be a victim of circumstance, and you shouldn't feel guilty. What you should do is call Injury Lawyers for You on 0845 345 4444. They're real lawyers, and they will get you 100% of the compensation you deserve. That's what they do. That's all they do. So call Injury Lawyers for You on 0845 345 4444, and we'll get your life going again. Injury Lawyers for You. 100% lawyers, 100% compensation.
Tonight on Neighbours.
Will you be careful? Be good to have a talk when you get back. Let's go rafting.
Hold on, everyone!
Neighbours. Tonight at 5:30 on 5 and 7 on Fiver.
Hey, nice one, man.
So, how do you transform your appearance when you've got no room in your handbag for makeup? All you've got is some lip gloss. Well, I'm going to show you. You take a little dab and you put it on your lips, a little on your brow, and a little on the top of your cheeks. And you transform your appearance just with a little lip gloss.
Welcome back. Now, earlier we met Rhiannon, Sian and Kaylee, whose binge drinking behaviour was worrying their mum, Diane. Well, they've been working with our etiquette experts backstage, and let's have a look at what happened.
Girls, welcome to Trisha's finishing school.
You are going to learn how to hold yourselves and how to get respect, which means no more binge drinking, pole dancing or lewd behaviour. By the end of the session, we are going to transform you so that you will know the basics of how to be a lady.
Elocution. The art of speaking clearly and properly without swearing or using slang will get you respect from the people that matter, and you'll be understood.
A cracked cricket.
A cracked cricket.
A cracked cricket.
Cricket.
A cracked critic. What's this? A cracked critic. Cricket. A cracked cricket. Cricket. A cracked cricket. Cricket. A cracked cricket. Cricket.
Deportment. Deportment is extremely important if you are going to look like a lady. Falling out of cars, falling over when you're drunk does definitely not earn you respect. So, to help you learn to walk like a lady, we are going to use the books. Look up, that's it.
God, it's not as easy as it looks. Carry on.
I haven't lost mine
Okay,
yet.
Sian.
I'm doing well.
Look up.
Behaviour. Binge drinking and bad behaviour does not gain you the respect that a young lady would deserve. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to replace it with this.
To you. Thank you.
Now, holding a cup of tea is also quite important. We've got no spoons here, but you never leave the spoon in the cup, and we never bring the cup to us. We hold it if we're standing, and it comes up, and no little pinkies, no little fingers,
No.
no.
Put it down.
And that, and then down again.
So let's see you take it up to your lips and see what happens.
Drinking tea.
A lot of pubs serve coffee and tea. And
Well done.
There's not even no sugar in it.
Oh, hilarious. Come on, let's meet them to see how they've got on. Let's welcome the girls back. Come on out, girls.
Hey, baby.
Kaylee, Rhiannon, Sian, you now have to drink your vodka out of a teacup and saucer. Did you learn anything?
Yes, we did.
What did you learn?
To learn to speak a bit properly.
I learned mainly how to like walk properly and.
Did you?
roll my
What were you
posture.
doing wrong, do you think? Because I'm terrible.
I just slouch mainly. Just.
So it's shoulders back.
Yeah, shoulders back, head up.
And what about you, Sian? What did you learn?
Well, Liz showed me that I'm not really belonging in that category anymore, and I've learned to, like,
Are you
cut down and just behave a bit better.
So do you think you'll get more respect when you go out if you're like that, or will people laugh at you and say, come on?
We'll soon find out, won't we?
Yeah, but I guess for job interviews and things like that, it's going to help, isn't it? You know, if you have to present... those times when you have to present yourself a certain way, those things help, because as Ian said before, people make up their minds about you in the first sort of 10 seconds or so. Yeah. So let's come to our experts and talk in generals. With young women today, and we talked about job opportunities and what have you, do you think they know how to conduct themselves at an interview, that it's different from...
I don't think that they're taught properly how important it is to make that first impression.
Yeah.
But I have to say, these girls were great. And if we had them for a little bit longer, they would be perfect princesses. They're absolutely fantastic.
She doesn't believe it. Yeah, right. That's
so important. I just add, what it is with all of them, it's this self-esteem. They've got to believe in the fact that they really are great girls, because they are.
They're very pretty girls.
They're very pretty, but also they haven't got the confidence. And they've just got to believe in that. Each one of them, believe it or not. And what they've got to do is understand, you know, put yourself up on that pedestal. Yeah. Nobody's going to do it for you. And believe in yourself.
So
you're
sitting up really straight now. Is that something you learned?
Well, yes, because...
Or do you just need to go... Do you just need the ladies?
I'm a lady now, Trisha.
Oh, sorry. Well, you're not slouching, so you've learned something.
You've got to sit up. Very good for the spine deportment is really important.
OK, all right. Well, earlier on in the show, remember, we also met Leanne. Now, she was working with our makeover guru, the high-heel-wearing Ian, to see if he could get her to ditch those jogging bottoms and start dressing like a lady. So let's see how he got on.
Right, miss, I haven't worn a dress since my wedding. We're going to find something on this roll of clothes that's going to make you look fantastic, impress your friends and wow that audience, all right? So look, see what we can find.
I found some trousers. I'll wear them.
Stepping away from the trousers. Put them down, step back. I'll make you wear a denim mini if you're not careful. Heels. When was the last time you wore heels?
About 7 years ago.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
So you've been in boots for the last 7 years?
Yes.
Right, OK. 7-year itch time. It's time to get on the heels. Right, OK, walk. Turn. Walk.
You really want me to walk in these?
Yeah, and you will.
What if I fall over?
You won't. Look, stick with me and you won't. I promise.
To welcome her back, see if Ian has done his work right. Please welcome back Leanne.
Hey, baby. Your hair is so
Oh, my goodness me.
Cross my legs tight now.
How do you feel?
Fine.
Come on, how do you feel? Where's your friend Sarah? Well, come on, stand up. What do you think?
I think she looks great.
You think
she's in a skirt?
You think she looks great? Yeah. You've got to keep your knees together. She has got good legs.
She's got nice slim legs.
Yeah.
They're lovely. Big mouth. I don't see them very often. You've got pyjamas on or jogging bottoms.
Do you think when she comes out with you next time, this is something how she should dress? She should try this outfit?
I'll suggest it.
Yeah? Yeah. OK, thank you very much. Oh, how did you feel working with Ian?
Oh, it's fantastic. He's lovely.
Oh, hello. What did you learn, though?
How to be confident with my legs and obviously be a lady.
Yeah.
And how to strut your stuff.
And so, is there a special way of walking in heels that you know?
He showed me, yeah.
And does it work? Ian put the high heels on. I know we saw him come down the stairs in those. Anyone who can come down...
Yeah, he showed me how to have a little wiggle, Andy.
Can I see the wiggle?
Hold on.
Yeah. So, here's a big question. Do you think you'll dress like this again?
Yes, but not the shoes.
Oh, no. What are you going to wear on your feet? Not the trainers, please. Not the trainers.
No, not... I could pick someone's nose with these.
Yeah, but you don't do that anymore. You're a lady.
Shoes you wear. Roundy shoes.
Oh, roundy shoes, but still with a bit of a heel.
Oh, yeah, the heel's fine.
So, Ian, just the final words, the transformation.
She was absolutely fantastic. Can I just point out that that skirt is actually about 6 inches longer than that, but once we've been working with the heels and stuff, she decided the legs were pretty good, so it's actually hitched up here underneath, so that we can see more of the legs. No, but it makes the point. As soon as she put the heels on, the wiggle came, the legs looked great, the whole attitude changed. And it is just about confidence. It's about spending an extra 10 minutes learning how to handle them, and you've got the result. She's brilliant. She was great fun to work with.
There you go. So you've got a great personality.
Yep.
You can walk in heels and you got the wiggle.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, have you got an admirer, though? What do we know? You're not meant to swear, you're meant to be polite. What were you going to say?
Just remember, you only live life once.
What, do you like her better in the pyjamas or like that?
Like that.
Oh, like that. Yeah. Says it all. Says it all. Thank you all very much. You've all been great sports. You're still sitting there all like this. Okay. She's never going to slump again. Thank you all very much indeed. And thanks to our studio audience. They've been great as well. Thank you, everybody. But not least, thanks to our etiquette experts, Diana Mather, Ian Ganderton and Liz Brewer. Thank you very much. All right, that's all for today, so bye-bye. Take care.
And Trisha's back on Monday at the slightly later time of 10:45, and you can catch her anytime you want on Demand 5. That's 5.tv Demand 5 or through BT Vision. Next, I own Britain's best home.